Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go here in Baltimore. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. Only a gain of one on the game's opening play.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Taking off. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
First down, Bengals.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The 22-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's second down and 7. Jackson. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 3. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And that is incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Quick.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 6. On second down, a run with Mitchell. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play. It's third and 4. Play action now. Jackson on the run to the right. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On for the Ravens field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here's a run going left. Yeah! A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out in front by the score of 17-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a toss left side with Mitchell. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll take off again.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not.
That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Ravens 10.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is into the hands of the rookie from Oklahoma. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 30. And a Bengal first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's got room at the 30. There he goes again. And he will score again. Touchdown, Bengals. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On the toss, here's Mitchell. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Mitchell heading right. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens back within 7. It's 24-17. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of mid. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Malachi starts there for the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bengals.
Now a handoff, running right. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Head to 60, head to 60. Track at 60. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. Warrior 17.
They'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check up.
Handoff here, up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Viking 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Scotty ready?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Rolling right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Gerard! Gerard! Hey, report! Report!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 5. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This one complete right side. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case,
oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Walter Nolan. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Mitchell. Whoa! And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, first down.
Another run here with Mitchell. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Get on! Get on! Not already! Get on!
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle they go. He finds a seam, a good run. Up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll run on second down. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. But this is taken in by a teammate. The play clock winding down, a whistle, and perhaps a false start. The Bengals out and ready to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately with his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
18 yards on the pickup there, and the Bengals going to have a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Here's a short one caught by Kraft. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Bengals first down. First and goal, Cincinnati.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to
Brings up second and goal.
That is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Baltimore first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
A gain of 13 yards. And
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's across midfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Bengals first down. A gain of 40 yards. First down, Bengals.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati first down. He'll try the right side this time. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Don't worry. Return it. It's it on! Sit on!
On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Jackson moving to his right. Now he'll run it. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and 6. Jackson looking to throw. Headed left, buying time. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Tyler Loops to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Send a man in motion right. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Jackson now on 2nd down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. Jackson up top again. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
For the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Jackson. Moving left. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their second. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
It's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10.
Finish it on! Finish it on! 13.
Now Jackson. Forced to his right. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Here's 2nd down. Now It's Jackson. Forced out wide. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. To the air one more time with Jackson. On the run to the right. First down throw there is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Moving to his left. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job.
That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Whoa! And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Flush to his left. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go